This weekend, I kicked off my 2023 touring season. I'm out here with Crowder, filling in for my buddy Kenny. If you've watched my videos for a while, then you might remember a video I did last year on the Hits Deep tour where I was teching. This is the exact same tour, just different places. I'm out here just for the weekend, and then I'll be hopping on another tour right after this. It's a short set, but I'm playing a lot of different instruments. I'm playing pedal steel and banjo, guitar, harmonica, dobro. I think that's it. I'm trying to remember it all. But it being a short set, it goes by really quick, but it's a lot of fun. As I was getting ready for this and kind of prepping the parts and everything, this time I actually had more time than I have in the past whenever these guys call me. A lot of times it's super last minute. You might have seen some of those videos as well, but at this point I've played with them a good bit and I know most of the parts and don't, just have to refresh things, right? But I was kind of thinking about the first time I ever filled in with these guys and just learning different parts for different people as I filled in through the years. And it's really interesting. It's just a different approach sometimes because there's a lot going on in this band, right? Lots of different instruments, there's tracks, there's a lot of different styles that are covered, and it's really parts dependent, right? So, some of the things might be very simple parts that maybe continue through most of the song. There's one part in particular on a song where I'm playing banjo, and it literally is almost the same part the entire song. It has a couple of times it kind of changes a little bit, at the end of a phrase or something, but really it's just the same part over and over again. And it really kind of reminded me of something that I think maybe a lot of people don't know or think about when it comes to playing in bands, is that you have to play your part, right? You have to play the part that suits the song and suits the gig and makes sense for the whole. I've talked about this in my parts course. If you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. There'll be links in the description. But just trying to find, not trying to cover so much ground. I think, and I'm guilty of this too, sometimes you want to play a song and you feel like you have to cover a lot of ground, but sometimes it's not all up to you, right? Maybe you're just covering one or two notes or something, and it's really about what's happening in the whole musically. And I feel like a lot of beginners and even intermediate players don't necessarily always think that. And we almost put too much pressure on ourselves as guitar players. We almost feel like we have to cover more ground or hold more space when really a simpler part might be better. That's just something I was kind of thinking about as I was getting ready for this gig and as I've been out the last few days. Not much else to report out here. It's been pretty easy, a lot of fun seeing everybody, catching up with everybody from last year on this tour that I haven't seen for a year. And that's been the fun thing about touring so much in the last year, is that I run across a lot of people that I've toured with in the past or I've seen and haven't seen for a while, just kind of catching up and hanging out. You do it for long enough and then you start having friends all over the place who do all kinds of stuff, and it's always a lot of fun to kind of catch up. I'm gonna leave you with a little footage from the show, but if you haven't already, definitely hit that subscribe button. There'll be more vlogs coming up this year, more gear-related content, hopefully more recording-related content for guitarists. If any of that sounds interesting to you, definitely hit subscribe or ring the bell for notifications. All right, thanks guys.
Texas, get on your feet, make some noise!
Headed to a place where the rivers flow. I'm headed to a place where the streets are gold. Oh, my soul, this I know. You can bring your mother There's the kind of thing that just breaks a man, break him down to his knees. God, I've been broken more than a time or two, yes, oh, but he picked me up and showed me what it means to be a man. That's why I sing, oh, my hope. All right. Hey, y'all have a great rest of your night. It was an absolute honor to be with you. We're loving it. Texas, you're the best. Love it. Be safe.